As you said, shocked. There were gasps in the room when the numbers came out. And that is partly, we think, because basically an awful lot of Tory MPs were trying to play games, lend their votes to a campaign they didn't really support in the hope of keeping maybe another candidate, maybe Kemi Badenoch, off the final ballot paper. Anyway, that seems to have blown up in people's faces somewhat. And the fundamental of all of this is that the Tory party is, as you say, going to have, the Tory membership is going to have a ballot paper with two candidates from the right on it. And Tory members we spoke to today, and I think you'll find quite a lot of them around the country, are fairly elated about this. The problem for them is that the high command in the Labour Party and the Lib Dems seems pretty elated as well. They think Kemi Badenoch has the power to explode, and they think that Robert Jenrick, having tacked to the right in his career, is going to end up either disappointing the people that some of his supporters have been quietly reassuring, saying, don't worry, we'll tack to the middle again if we get the leadership, or disappoint the people on the right that he's moved towards. That's not how the members see it, and not clearly how some of the MPs see it. They think this offers a wonderful new, crisp choice that will seize the electorate's imagination, grab back votes from the Reform Party. But some people, certainly the people you talk to in the Labour and Liberal Democrat high command, think what we're looking at is a new Tory psychodrama. Maybe today was the pilot. Two candidates' campaigns have now vaporised, leaving the Tory leadership contest a battle of the right. The last moderate now ejected.
We didn't do it. I didn't make it through.
What went on there? That was an extraordinary result. Is there game playing, indecisiveness, pressure on the MPs? What went on?
Look, I don't know. All I can say is that in the privacy of the ballot box, my colleagues put their faith in me as one of the two candidates to go forward to the members, and I'm immensely grateful to them for that.
In the Aldershot constituency, where Labour snatched the long-held Tory seat in July, members had feared MPs were going to keep their favourites off the ballot paper.
Shock. I think all of us were shocked
Delight,
with the
I
result,
think.
and we are very pleased with the result.
That it's the way
exceptional.
Actually,
I would say.
which
Makes
believe
it
it.
easier for me.
The choice now has made it harder for the party for the members to choose now, because they're both sit on the right, and it'll be a tough choice for all of us to choose which one we want.
Let's be enthusiastic, relatable, positive, optimistic. Let's be more normal.
James Cleverly's stark message to the party's conference has been rejected, raising questions about the MP's choice.
I think James won the sort of star prize on normal and optimistic. I think the other two, I mean, they're not abnormal.
Kemi Badenoch and Robert Jenrick now go forward to the ballot of members. Thank you very much for your attendance.
The teams that had defeated James Cleverly were delighted, and so was our sample of Conservative members.
I know a friend of mine who's a party member, and if it was Cleverly as leader, he would have left the party and gone to Reform. Now that saved one. I know that saved one member.
We all know more than one person that have said exactly that.
Yeah.
That if Cleverly had got through, they would have been
So
off.
hopefully that will hold a few back.
People say you're quite blunt speaking privately, you're brittle, can be a bit loose temper, you're temper easily. Is that unfair characterisation of you?
Can you give me an example of when that's ever happened?
Kemi Badenoch's supporters had worried MPs might try and keep her off the ballot paper that goes to members. Revenge, it was said, for her rudeness to MPs over the years. She shoots from the hip quite a bit, doesn't she?
She's authentic.
She can be quite caustic.
Lots of people say that, and many of us.
Well, I've heard her.
Many of us have worked with her very closely, as I have, and it's really telling, by the way, how many of her former junior ministers backed her, because we've seen her up close and personal. You do get to see a different side. She's got a wicked sense of humour. She's got a lovely smile, an incredible personality.
The choice before us is leave or remain. I'm for leave.
Robert Jenrick hopes his support for coming out of the European Convention on Human Rights can revive a battle many Tories backed in the past.
Just talking about the ECHR is going to shut down the conversation that we need to have with the entire country, and that's what I'm about.
I like it that we could possibly have another woman Prime Minister, somebody who's not scared or shy of doing things that they need to do.
I've seen Rob personally in talks, and I've met him personally and his team as well. And I'll tell you now, he is as strong as a lion, and he's got the heart of a lion as well.
All are aware that MPs have proved to be trigger-happy in recent years, bringing down leaders elected by the members.
Look, whoever wins this will have a mandate from the voluntary party.
Just like Ian Duncan Smith did, just like Liz Truss did.
Well,
Are you sure they won't meet the same fate?
We need to give our volunteers the choice. If they pick someone, we, the members of Parliament, are going to have to follow them.
But you brought down two leaders.
Gary,
the MPs have brought down two leaders. That's what the members think.
Gary, we can't keep doing this, much though I love talking to you.
The Labour official who texted me and said we're popping champagne corks, it's Ian Duncan Smith all over again. What's your message?
Come over here and try popping it with me.